I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Old Man Logan issue number 9. The time-displaced Old Man Logan is taking a trip back to Japan, and you know that's gonna be good. What happens next? I don't know. Let's hop on in together and find out together, shall we?
Alright, so as the comic opens, we can see that Old Man Logan has gotten the old Patch persona out of mothballs one more time for an important underworld sit-down. After what happened back in Canada a few issues ago, Logan is desperately trying to hunt down Lady Deathstrike in the Reverse for a little bit of revenge. This has brought him to the shadier sides of the Japanese underworld. Unfortunately for him, Patch, when it was being used by the old Wolverine while he was still alive, yeah, he may have kind of incurred a major bounty on his head in Madripoor, and because of that, these Yakuza guys want to claim it. This ends up being a terrible, terrible business decision for the Yakuza grunts because Wolverine do what Wolverine do, and that means killing everybody in the room. He did, however, manage to gather the information he was looking for, which means he's that much closer to tracking down Lady Deathstrike. You know, with her, I bet she's in the last place you think to look. Look under the couch cushions. From there, in an interesting turn of events, we're actually treated to a flashback of Old Man Logan's time with his wife, Maureen. Now, when we last left these two, they were living a semi-happy life in the dystopian wasteland of the far future, making a home for themselves in the old Weapon X bunker. Only when the supervillain armies found them, they were forced to flee. Logan begins to think out loud that, well, maybe just North America is screwed up. Maybe if we went somewhere else in the world, we could live happily. And seeing as Logan had spent so much time in Japan, considering it's something of a second home, he figured, that would be the best bet. Back in the present, Old Man Logan manages to pick up Lady Deathstrike's trail, and he follows her to a very secluded village. The thing is, though, the village is seemingly a ghost town, untouched, and when he eventually does find his way to Deathstrike, she's already been defeated. In fact, she's been mangled. It's quite horrifying. Now, who could possibly be strong enough to do something like this to Lady Deathstrike, such a strong mutant who is often able to give Wolverine a run for her money? The answer to that question might actually be in the future. You see, when Old Man Logan and his wife managed to make it to Japan, they found out the entire city had been taken over by a group of masked individuals calling themselves the Silent Order. They talk, actually, so they're not that silent. In the present, though, as the comic winds down, Old Man Logan gets taken out by a hulking individual in an Oni mask who also claims to be part of the Silent Order. Again, he declares this by talking, so why are they called the Silent Order? I'm a big sucker for stories about Wolverine in Japan, so it's no surprise that I actually enjoyed Old Man Logan quite a little bit. It was a slow start, but it looks like they're going into some interesting directions. Once again, I thought it's a clever touch to see what happened with Old Man Logan in his future, all the stuff that the actual Old Man Logan book never covered. Of course, they can only go back to that well so many times before they're out of content. Despite my constant busting of their balls, I think the Silent Order are going to be a fun group of villains, even if they do remind me a lot of another Jeff Lemire creation, The Outsiders. Overall, I'm interested to see where this newest arc is going to go, and I hope it can live up to the great history of Wolverine in Japan type stories. Overall, I would give it an 8. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer, or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please, by all means, check out the Cape Joel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next time.